All right, forget about gold and jewels for a second. Today, we're going on a totally different kind of treasure hunt. We're on the hunt for wasted energy, which, when you really think about it, is kind of like finding free money.
So, let me just ask you this straight up. Think about your office, your factory, even just your house. How much money do you think that building is wasting on energy, like right now, this very second?
Now, you're probably thinking the answer is buried in some dense utility bill or a super complicated spreadsheet. But here's the secret. The answer isn't in the data. It's literally right in front of you. All you have to do is take a walk. And that brings us to the big idea for today, the energy treasure hunt. Yeah, we're basically taking the kind of boring old energy audit and turning it into something you actually do. And let's be honest, something that's way more fun.
So what exactly is this treasure hunt? Well, the technical term is a walkthrough audit, but you could just forget that jargon. It's really just a visual inspection. You don't need any fancy tools. You don't need to shut anything down. All you really need are your own two eyes and a little bit of curiosity.
Okay, so you get what the hunt is. Now, let's get to the good stuff. How do you actually find the treasure? What should you be looking for? Think of this as your treasure map. These are the big, obvious clues. We're talking about lights just blazing away in rooms that nobody's in, or that ancient, rumbling piece of equipment that's been sitting in the corner forever. You're also looking for leaks, drafts of air, clouds of steam. And finally, you're looking for signs of bad insulation, where heat is just gone. And wow, this picture? This is a perfect example of a huge culprit. See that cloud? That isn't just steam. That is pure energy and money, literally just vanishing into thin air. This is exactly the kind of treasure you can find just by looking around. Of course, not all waste is going to be that obvious. Some of it's invisible, like heat loss. But check this out, a thermal camera makes it pop. Every single bright yellow and red spot you see here is a place where heat that you've already paid for is just leaking right out of the building. It's basically the high-tech version of spotting a window left wide open in the middle of winter. And here's a super simple mental checklist you can use on your hunt. For anything you see, just ask these 4 questions. Number 1, does this thing use energy? Number 2, is it actually adding any value right now? If the answer is no, then step 3 is, can we reduce it or just get rid of it? And if it is adding value, step 4 is, can we make it more efficient? It's a simple, but man, it's a powerful process. So, you've gone on the hunt, you found the clues. What's the reward? What's the actual treasure? This is where it gets really, really good, because the effort here is tiny, but the payoff can be absolutely huge. So the treasure chest is filled with some awesome stuff. You'll immediately find low-cost and even no-cost ways to save money. We're talking simple fixes, like just turning things off. From there, you can build a really clear action plan. But honestly, the best reward is that you start to train your brain. You learn to see energy waste everywhere, which basically turns you into a permanent energy saver. Okay, so if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, I really want it to be this next point.
It's this. The biggest savings are almost always hiding in plain sight. This isn't about some complex engineering problem or obscure technical issue. It's just about noticing the simple, obvious waste that, let's face it, we all walk past every single day. So if you had fun on this little treasure hunt and you want more big energy topics made simple, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.